Hey guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of why we chose our best couple. Yes, and we're just going to continue the conversation from where we left it last time.
Yeah.
And just kind of stretch it. But we hope it is a blessing, and it was a blessing, and you are edified. So you're gonna learn even more. So hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Notification button. Share with your friends. Like, comment. Just let's interact. It's a free space for everybody.
We are a couple that loves interacting with you guys.
Yes,
so feel free.
We love people.
Yes.
Yeah. So the other thing is that age is key. For me, I think age is key. Because again, these are people.
Age in terms of?
Like, these people, how old they are. You get like their actual ages as people. Because this generational gap, and then the things that we are facing as generations, they are different. They are different. Like, they are, how can I put it? There are significant differences in our contexts, marriage wise. So maybe the things that the older generation grapple with are not the things that we are grappling with right now.
Sure.
Yeah. Like, for instance, the older generation didn't have social media. They had lesser comparison. They didn't have phones. They didn't have as much distractions as we have today. Right?
Yeah.
We do have those things. Okay. So are they able to relate to us and speak into those things with proper wisdom, with wisdom that is kind of able to meet our needs the way our needs are morphing very fast in this fast-paced contemporary culture. So it's very important. Again, will that age, there are things that even if I had an older man over my life, like I wouldn't be so comfortable talking about. Like, I wouldn't be so comfortable talking with a very older man concerning my sex life with my wife. Like Abuka, I'm going to Abuka and I'm like, hey, Abuka, you should know, man, the way it's lit in our bedroom. It's not respectful. Yeah. So we wanted a best couple in that age bracket where it's okay for me to talk about anything. I can talk about my career, my ministry, job, our sex life, anything without feeling I'm being disrespectful towards them. Plus, they can also relate. Like, they can say, oh yeah, I totally get what you're saying. I can relate. This is what we are going through as a generation. These are the things that we are grappling with. So that's also very important. So don't choose a very older couple such that it feels shameful to open up. Because we expect that you guys will be accountable to your best couple. Come on, mko na best couple and you never talk to them. The reason as to why you chose them is very, it's meaningless that you chose them. It's meaningless that you chose them. These are long life partnerships that you're forming. Okay? And it's always like, sometimes, yes, I know there's a part of the teacher pursuing the student, but it's also the responsibility of the student to pursue the teacher. Reach out to them. Ask them, we need to talk to you guys, we need just to be accountable. This is what is happening in our life. This is the direction we are going.
Be open.
Just be open.
Don't let them always coming to fish out things from
you guys. So it's like, for me, that's very key. So the other thing I have remembered is being equally yoked to your best couple. Like, with your best couple, you as a couple and them as a couple being equally yoked, like resonating at the same, having the same ideals about life, about faith, about our faith, probably as Christians. If you're a Muslim watching this, whatever it is that you believe. So we want you to be in that place where you're thinking about life issues from the same perspective. From the usikue Christian, unaenda kuchagua Mhindi. Maybe to them polygamy is not an issue. Polygamy is not an issue, right? Usikue ati mko hapo and you believe in healing, you believe in tongues, speaking in tongues, you believe in giving, you believe in the supernatural, and then your best couple doesn't believe in those things. Yeah. Another thing, like your values on purity, you know, and integrity and honesty. What do they stand for as well? Because as guys have chosen now, no kissing up to the time we get married. No coming over. Like come on Netflix and chill. Tunaenda kufanya huko kwa kina best couple. You know, that's how it is.
They love that they were even asking us. Like
over.
they were initiating the difficult conversations.
Yeah.
Like have you visited each other before? Have you slept together? Like the most difficult conversations
to start. Which we learned and we also do. So if you want us to, you know, kind of talk to you guys as mentors in your marriage, just be ready to answer some hard stuff. So and we didn't want it to be like it's weird. It's weird. Somebody is asking a proper question, or when us as a couple initiate a certain conversation of like, this is how we are looking at our purity journey. No sleepovers, no going overs, no. And then your best couple is like, guys, you guys are weird. You never visit each other. You know, you're not kissed, but it's not that serious. You see, you don't want people who don't carry the same values like you do. You always want somebody who will carry the same values with the same level of seriousness, with the same, you know, conviction and persuasion concerning the things of faith, concerning God. What is the perspective on God? Basically, that aspect of being equally yoked.
And you also want very prayerful people. You know, like there's a saying that says, like, if you want to go far, have people who pray for you around you. Because prayer can take you places that you've never been. And that doesn't mean that as a couple you don't pray, but you need to surround yourself with people who are very, very prayerful. Now, I remember, like, there's a time we even used to meet with them for prayer. We have prayed together, and they have also continuously prayed for us, because our journey to having our wedding and starting our marriage was not easy.
It was very rocky. It was very the battles that came up. There were so many battles.
There were so many battles. But these guys like stood with us.
They all were praying for us. Just there. You know.
Sometimes they would even tell us things that have not yet happened. And by the time we would be getting there,
like it would be clear.
It would be so clear that this is it and this is what God expects of us, you know. So you really need people who pray for you, not just people you're going to laugh with and just marry around with, but you need people who are praying and impacting your life, and not just by praying by word of mouth, but completely actualizing that bit. So I remember, like, maybe you're going to tell us that story about there's something that really happened significantly in our ratio, in our dowry negotiations. And there was a certain uncle, you know, like sometimes dowry, they don't have to be hard, but sometimes you may encounter hardships, but that doesn't mean that's the end of it. Like, you're able to go through it. So I remember, like, because for us, we had arranged everything. Like, we knew this is when we want to get married, these are the dates that we want certain things to happen, you know, because we had prayed about it and we were sure that God is backing us up in this. And so by the time we went to approach our parents, we went in there with the dates arranged and everything, like we knew what we wanted, you know. And so of course there was this uncle of ours who was very, he's hard-headed, by the way. It's not easy for him to back down from the decision that he has made. It's hard. He never, in fact, he never backs down from the decisions he has made. But our case was different, all because of prayers.
All because of prayers. So that uncle is Monde's uncle. Of course, he's my uncle as well now. But he's Monde's uncle, and he had an ultimatum for people to meet. He just put his foot down and said, without this, Manze, forget about 22nd of July. So it was, hey man, it was crazy on that, on that day for the negotiations. And then I think we were there, but we had been told to get out.
Because you were outside.
Yeah, we were outside. So my dad came and told me, and I said, it's fire. And then I was just there looking, but I was praying. I was just pacing around the compound praying, because these things need prayer. Man, without prayer, it's an issue. What happened is that now, when after those negotiations and all that, when we came back, and I just told my dad, let's just go regroup and know how we'll come tackle this thing like properly. But what I knew is that I'm going to pray. Like, there is no natural, for me at that point, there was no natural way of going about this. Like, I was just going to invoke the supernatural. So we went back home, left when I was sleeping with the mom. I went back to my house, and then there was a brother who had come over to sleep over. He had come, I think I'd left him. He was there for some time, so I had left him in the house. And then, so when we got home, I just called our best couple and was like, this is what is going on out here. And then plus my pastor at that time, Pastor Daniel and Kiki. So we started praying. I don't think we slept. And we had service on Sunday. Just we prayed like ile prayer ile ya kutemesha ile zile like tongues of fire. So we just prayed and sought God's intervention. So the next morning, a very interesting call came from Uncle. Uncle called Wendy's mom and said, those people, they are people of God. And whatever it is that they want, just give them or pay wine. Yes, just let them have that wedding of theirs on 22nd of July. And then he said, like, an angel had appeared to him at night, and told him certain things that he didn't even want to disclose.
And it happened at the same time with my grandmom.
Yes.
Like, my grandmom was prayerful.
Yeah,
my grandmom was prayerful. And at that particular time, when my uncle was having that visitation, my grandma was also having the same visitation. And so, guys, God is real.
Yeah, God is just real.
He's so real.
It's real. Like, even if you're there, let me just take this moment to encourage you. Even if you're there and you think that your in-laws are difficult or your parents are difficult, you know what? You haven't prayed about it. You go start praying about it. There was a lady friend that I met recently, and she was telling me, I can already tell, the way my father has been treating my sisters, he's going also to be hard on me when I get married, because that's his culture. He has this ultimatum that without this, no daughter of his gets married. Now, start telling your boyfriend that right now, and just don't tell him to scare him off. Tell him that you guys need to pray and go on your knees. You know what the Bible says? That the heart of a king is in the hands of God, and like a river, he turns it the way he wills. Okay? That uncle of yours, that father of yours, he's the king in that family. Alright? He's a king. He has that place of authority in that family. But guess what? His heart is in the hands of God, and God can turn it however he wants, however he wills, for the best outcome for the glory of his name. So don't just sit there. Pray. And that's why it's important to look for a prayerful person. Look for a couple that has a culture of prayer. It will be very, 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 very helpful to you guys.
And also, the other bit was that now this couple, they are people that we can grow with, and their journey in ministry, their journey in marriage, like we saw the inception of it, and to how they are growing. By you just being there and seeing the steps and seeing how they are growing bit by bit, it's not, they didn't just sleep and wake up where they are today. It's something that really encourages you, because when you're starting out in marriage, there are things that, it's a whole new journey. It's a whole new experience that none of you has been, and you need people that you need to look at and see that, by the way, we saw you guys start here, and this is where you are today. So there is hope and there is faith for us that if God has done it for you, God will also do it for us. And maybe to mention, like their wedding celebration was just a miracle by itself.
It was a miracle.
And that really spoke during our time, even as we were planning for a wedding. It continuously ministered to us, And I feel that you need to be at that place. Don't look for people, because I've had people who maybe advise others to look for a best couple that has money. Like, really?
Money is a defense, but it's not the whole thing.
It's really not the whole thing. Because don't rule out people because they are not financially stable. The explanation that goes with that sort of idea is that they will come and chip in, maybe during your wedding or during your marriage and all those things. But
that's a very even self-centered.
That's self-centered.
Very selfish.
So don't rule out people because they don't have finances. And even you as a couple, if you can be a blessing to them, become a blessing to them. Don't just wait for them that they're the ones who are coming to like, now these ones are going to fund our wedding.
So, like, don't just be the one that is waiting. Oh, this one is coming to fund. Okay, what if you see, yes, they have the money and all that, but during that season of your wedding, they are going through a rough patch. They cannot kind of come through for you financially. They're not in a place to. Not that they don't want to, but they cannot. They don't have the means. So do you abandon them? You see the way? Because what carries marriage through is not even money. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's the power of God. It's the values that you guys have, and it's the love and the purpose that brings you together as a couple. So those are very key things to think about.
Very true. And when we are talking about that, note that yes, let them be generous. Let them be generous people, but you really need people that you can grow together with, that their journey is going to speak into your then relationship. And grow together.
So basically that's it. We hope you've been blessed and it has helped you in one way or another. Maybe you could share with a friend, just if you have any questions, as always, we are ready to answer you. You can leave your questions down below, or if they are private, reach us on our socials that have been displayed throughout the videos on Facebook or in Instagram. You can always get in touch with us, or you can also use email marriageforum@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to interact with you guys. So until next time,
bye.